So you're here because you want to get to the heart of things, right?
Mm-hmm.
To understand the patterns underneath without getting bogged down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's jump into something really fascinating today. Numerology.
Okay.
Imagine the universe has this kind of hidden language,
Mm.
and, well, the alphabet is numbers.
Right, and it's much more than just, counting things, isn't it?
Exactly.
It's this really old belief that numbers themselves have these like specific energies, qualities that echo through everything.
Yes. And that's really the core of this deep dive. It's inspired by Christiane, who she had this amazing feel for numerology.
Oh, okay.
She shared this idea that numbers aren't just static figures. They carry these profound vibrations, really deep meanings.
That's a great way to put it. Vibrations. And Christiane's idea was that these aren't just random, right?
Yeah, well, no.
They're tied into the very fabric of reality,
Right.
influencing our lives in ways we might not even notice.
Like musical notes, maybe.
Yeah.
Each one having its own frequency, its own feel.
That's a good analogy, yeah. A unique frequency.
And what's really wild is how we can explore this now. With modern tech, like especially AI,
Oh, yeah.
think about it. You just pop in your birth date, and boom, these really intricate numerology charts get generated almost instantly.
Wow. That's quite something. It's like ancient wisdom meeting modern speed.
Totally.
What used to take ages, all those calculations. Now it's just available, opens it up for so many more people.
It really does. And, from that initial idea, this whole range of tools has kind of sprung up.
Okay.
But today, we're really going to zoom in on the numerology chart itself. It's like one specific lens for self-understanding.
And it helps to see it, in context, because there are lots of other systems out there.
Like what?
Well, you've got astrology looking at planets, or biorhythms tracking those physical and emotional cycles.
Right.
And then there's Chinese astrology, Mayan systems. They all offer different ways of seeing patterns.
So it's like different maps for exploring the same territory yourself, basically.
Oh, exactly. Whether it's planets or body cycles or old calendars, just different angles on the patterns shaping your life.
Okay. But today, specifically the numerology chart, what's its main goal?
It aims to shed light on your life path, your potential destiny maybe, and the core parts of your personality.
Your numerical symphony, as someone called it.
That's a lovely phrase, numerical symphony. It really fits.
Yeah.
Because you can kind of view the universe as this complex web, right? Interconnected patterns, rhythms,
Mm-hmm.
and numerology, using numbers from, say, your birth date, gives you one way to sort of read those underlying structures.
And going back to Christiane's point that numbers are more than just for counting. That's key here, isn't it?
Absolutely crucial. This idea that these basic symbols have inherent vibrations that, resonate with us with everything.
It's shifting from just quantity to quality, in a way.
Yes. Recognizing their qualitative essence. That's central to how numerology sees things. Numbers aren't just abstract. They're fundamental blocks with unique energy signatures.
Okay, so these AI-generated charts, using just a birth date, that's a big leap, right?
Oh, definitely. It makes these ancient ideas way more democratic.
How so?
Well, think about it. Historically, making these charts, that was serious work. Years of study, complex math.
Right.
Now AI does it so fast. So many more people can just access it, play with it, explore these ideas for themselves.
And it's interesting to see it next to other tools, too. You mentioned astrology, but there's also, like, the Enneagram.
Mm-hmm. Personality type.
Or even Myers-Briggs, stuff like that. It just shows there are loads of ways to try and understand ourselves.
Exactly. Each system gives you a different language, a different lens for looking at how complex we are, how life unfolds.
Having multiple perspectives is usually better, I find.
It gives you a richer picture, definitely. More well-rounded.
So, back to the numerology chart specifically.
Mm.
What kind of information does it actually give you? What's it trying to unlock?
Okay, so it focuses on how the numbers from your birth date, and sometimes your name gets factored into, how they can light up key parts of your journey, like your potential life path, sort of the main road your life might follow, the big themes, your destiny, maybe, and the core traits of your personality.
Like a numerical snapshot.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. A snapshot of your inherent potentials, your tendencies. For instance, a big one is the life path number.
How do you get that?
Usually you add up all the digits in your birth date and keep adding until you get a single digit.
Okay.
And that number is thought to reveal your main purpose, maybe some of the key challenges you'll face.
Purpose and challenges, that resonates. There's this quote from someone called Zoran.
Oh.
He said, Numbers are the universe's secret language, little human. And a chart, well, that's just a map to its hidden rhythms.
Oh, I like that. Hidden rhythms. It captures it perfectly.
Yeah.
It emphasizes that the chart isn't like definitive. It's not telling you exactly what will happen.
More like a guide.
Exactly. A guide to help you spot and understand those underlying numerical patterns that might be influencing things.
Like having the sheet music for your life. The numbers are the notes. The chart helps you see the tune, the rhythm.
That's a great metaphor. Seeing the melody.
And that leads us to something interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Let's call it the dragon trial.
Ah.
A little thought experiment for you listening.
Okay, what is it?
Think about a number that pops up a lot in your life. Could be part of your birth date, a lucky number, maybe one you just keep seeing around.
Any number that feels significant to you.
Right. And the key thing is try to feel into it. What's the vibe?
Look beyond just the digit. What feeling or pattern do you connect with it? Does it feel easy, challenging, something else? It's about your personal link to it.
Exactly. And then maybe take it one step further. How might that recurring number, that pattern, connect to bigger themes in your life? The larger rhythms? Any weird coincidences, any patterns you've noticed that might hook into that number somehow? Explore those little threads in your own story.
It encourages a more personal, kind of intuitive look at how numbers might play a role for you, getting beyond the textbook definitions to your actual experience.
Right. So wrapping things up a bit, this whole dive into numerology, sparked by Christian's ideas, it really shows numbers can be way more than just math tools.
They offer this unique way, this framework for understanding ourselves and, how our lives seem to unfold.
And the numerology chart, especially now with AI making it easier to get, it's a tool for that exploration.
Yeah, a tool to help illuminate that numerical symphony, like we said. Those underlying patterns tied to your path, your potential, your personality.
And we really hope you try that dragon trial exercise. Just notice those numbers in your life. See if you sense any of those resonances or connections. It's a really interesting starting point.
Definitely. And this whole exploration, mentioning numerology alongside all those other systems, it just highlights how everything's connected, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This ongoing journey of figuring ourselves out, understanding the world, so many different paths to explore.
And it brings us right back to that Zoran quote at the beginning. Numbers are the universe's secret language. Hopefully this deep dive has made you a little more curious, maybe ready to listen a bit closer to that numerical song.